Bones are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Hello, and thank you for listening to a very spooky edition of Bone Throwers Theater. My name is Jordan, and I am going to be the master for the evening.
My name is Aaron, and I will be playing Taylor James.
My name is Sarah, and I will be playing Samantha Ludwig.
And this is Jeremy. I will be playing Shane Simmons.
This is Jeff, and I will be playing Brad Greenson.
This is Nick, and I'll be playing Terrence Brock.
So as you can hear, we have two different new voices with us today. Sarah and Nick, they have willingly volunteered to be victims in tonight's adventure. And we're actually playing really late tonight on purpose. Normally we play late just because that's our schedules. But tonight we're doing it on purpose so that we can kind of have a spooky atmosphere. We have a lot of candles lit around the table, and we have several skulls. Everybody has a glass that is actually a skull, and I have a candle that is holding a skull inside of it. It's really pretty cool. But the reason we have all of these is because we're doing our Halloween one-shot. You might not hear this on Halloween, Hello Future People, but it is close enough for us to have some spooky fun. The name of the game that we're playing is called Grin. It's a pay what you want edition that has just pretty much one set of rules. We're also going to be using the Torchlight supplement, which adds a lot of fun. We're going to be burning candles, and I'll describe that more as we get into the game and everything like that. I'm going to be going for a written scenario, which is something a little different that we don't normally do written scenarios, but since this is a new situation and a new game, I thought that would be the best way to go about it. So this scenario is called Asylum, and let me go ahead and read you the introduction. The facts that everybody knows. St. Mary's Asylum was condemned in 1984, but that won't stop a group of high school friends going there as the sun sets with the intent to stay the night. It is supposedly haunted. Legend says that a group of high schoolers tried to stay the night 20 years ago and disappeared. St. Mary's was originally a sanitarium called Oak Hill until tuberculosis was cured. It was renamed after Sister Mary, a nun who took it over in the 60s. It was meant to be used as a home for the criminally insane. They say Mary was a monster who punished patients for their perceived sins. Rumors of her bloody reign can be gleaned in tales of forced sterilization, shock therapy, and lobotomies. Legend goes, one night there was a great storm and the power failed. The patients got out of their locked rooms, and they say they found her, dragged her into the operating room, and chopped her to bits. So, at this point, now that we know a little bit about the scenario, let's go ahead and share a little bit about our characters. Shane, why do you want to go into the asylum?
I want to go into the asylum because I need to prove myself. Because when I was 12 years old, one of the neighborhood Halloween traditions was to go to the Hendersons, and they made this big, huge haunted house. I was 12 and had to have my parents come and find me in there because I was crying in a corner. And no one has let me live that down since, so I need to prove myself.
So you really need to show what you're made of and why you're going in there.
I think that I would have been one of those people that would not have let you live that down.
So why do you feel the need to go with him? Are you hoping that he cracks again?
I have a weird sense of humor that encourages me to make people afraid. And just egging him and others on in their fears just very amusing to me.
Now, are you the only one with this kind of sense of humor, or do you like to do you have friends that help you out with that?
Well, there's my best friend, Taylor James. We grew up right next door to each other, so we would get in cahoots and prank people all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mostly, Taylor doesn't have much of a sense of humor, to be honest. But the fact that Brad has fun doing it, Taylor is more than willing to go along for the ride. Make Brad happy. Taylor likes Brad. Not likes Brad, but likes Brad.
Best friends. Not
Understood.
best
It's a
friends.
bromance.
It's a bromance.
Bromance, not a romance.
Now, the game says that it's been 20 years, but we decided to shorten that to 10 years. So this game will actually be taking place in 1994, just as an aside. Now, Terrence. That's correct, Terrence?
Right.
Yeah.
Terrence.
Now, Terrence, do you want to see Shane suffer as well? Or are you going out of solidarity, or do you have any ideas of what you want to accomplish this evening?
I just don't want to go home.
Why not?
My dad he's a jerk. And his new wife is going to be there tonight. I can't stand her. So I stole a nice large handle of whiskey.
Okay. And Sam, what do you think about this idea of a large handle of whiskey?
Oh,
Do you know about it, or
I do not.
It's going to be
I don't
obvious
know.
when I show up. 'Cause
I don't know.
the handle,
It's hard to hide.
it's hard to hide a handle.
Totally read one of my questions wrong. She's like, "Saw me erasing." It's like I can't read. It's great. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with people having fun, but I might have a little bit of a mom in me, so I'll make sure everybody gets home.
Okay.
Uh,
Which one of these yahoos decided to invite you along, or was this your idea?
Oh, I think that I might, in pure high school fashion, have a crush on one of these characters. So I think I'm tagging along, just because,
Just to see what's going on.
just...
Now, who originally came up with the idea of going into the asylum?
Shane.
It's gotta
Yeah,
be Shane.
that's actually...
Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a dare?
No, I mean, ever since that day when he was 12 and he cried at the haunted house, he's been out to prove himself as a tough guy.
Mhm.
I mean, he's a high school wrestler. Everybody thinks he's this big jerk because he's mean to everybody just so he can prove that he's a tough guy. But really, he deep down, every time he's mean to somebody, he feels really bad for them and wishes that he didn't have to be so mean to everybody.
I think if we're in a friend group, Sam knows that. And that's why, we're friends. I think
Okay.
if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
I don't know what his rules are.
Now, there is one other kid in your party, Mike Pierce. And Mike is actually known for coming from a wealthy family. He's a pretty handsome guy with blonde hair and blue eyes, and he's very popular. What?
Nothing.
I'm not describing myself. So, why did you all invite Mike along with you?
Are we going to lock him in the basement? No.
Okay.
No. Oh.
It's always good to be friends with the rich kid.
And Shane honestly was hoping Mike would bring his sister.
Okay.
I'm not the sister.
No, the sister decided not to come tonight. She had other plans. There's actually a big Halloween dance going on tonight that you guys have all decided to skip out on.
Did Mike bring the weed?
Yeah, Mike brought the weed.
Is that why we invited Mike?
He's got plenty to go around. All right. So that's a little bit about our characters. Now, let's go ahead and go around and describe what we look like. We'll go ahead and start with you, Terrence.
Terrence he's got jeans and a flannel shirt on. His hair is shoulder length and it's dark. He's thin and fit, and he's got a few pimples on his face though. He's got some stubby facial hair. It's not really growing in well.
Although he's pretty proud of it.
Yeah. And he has a nice skull earring dangling from his right ear, or whichever ear. I don't care.
In the 90s, which year was it? I don't know.
I think it was the left.
It was
ear.
the left ear.
Left
Left
ear.
ear was the good ear.
Whatever.
I mean, I guess your definition of good here is...
It depends. Well, it totally depends on what Terrence wants.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, he's got a wallet chain. And-
Every one of us is gonna have one of those. Just
the
deal
90s.
with it.
That's pretty much his appearance.
Just one wallet chain, or does he have like the one with the multiple chains?
Nice, he's got one
The
chain.
one chain.
No, but mine has the multiple chains.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and describe a little bit about yourself, there, Brad?
So, Brad, he's got a full, luscious beard at 15.
15.
Yes.
15. Oh my god.
So no joke. I'm sorry, I have to say this. In middle school, I knew a 13-year-old that had a full-on grown man beard.
My friend Tim Morgan started shaving at age 12. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it was nuts. But anyways, full luscious beard at 15. Dark hair. Sometimes he spikes it up, sometimes he leaves it down, but it's reasonably long. Does the jean vest thing with the torn off sleeves. Very punk rock looking, but doesn't like punk rock, just
You
likes
mo-
the look.
Are you more of a grunge guy?
A little bit more grunge, but he likes that punk rock look. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. How about you, Shane?
Well, Shane, being a wrestler, and he strives to be the best at it.
What's your class?
I know nothing about wrestling. I just
Okay.
picked it.
It goes by weight classes.
Yeah, weight class.
Medium. Just kidding.
Okay,
It's not
yeah.
really a thing. But...
Are you a big beefy guy?
He's short, but he's muscular.
Okay.
Has a crew cut. He's always wearing athletic clothes.
Sounds like wrestling.
What's your brand of choice? Adidas.
Yeah, Adidas. We'll go with that.
All right. How about you, Sam?
I cheated. I wrote I look like the chick from the Wendy's commercials. So, we're just going to go with, like a redhead classic, like too pasty.
Okay.
The burn always, the sun always burns her. And she's just going to wear, like, some jeans. And I have a brother who's a little over 3 years older than me, and I steal his concert shirts all the time. Heavy metal band, makes her feel kind of cool. There's a lot of chaos at her house, so she likes to.
Metallica or
Yeah.
Megadeth.
All right, Taylor. What do you look like?
Taylor is about 6 foot tall, 180 pounds, pretty lean but also muscular. I wear track pants and a school mascot shirt.
What's your mascot?
Mascot shirt is the Lions.
Okay.
I have blonde hair, green eyes, pretty good looking. Have a scar.
What happened?
It was a fire, but no one sees it. It's on my legs, so it's on like the backs of my legs.
How often do you wake up because of the feeling, like the itching from the scars?
Not often. It happened when I was 8. I've kind of learned to sleep through the annoyance. That's actually when I was 8. The house burnt down, and that's when I moved next door to Brad. Who was adopted by my uncle.
All right, sounds good. So we know a little bit more about our party, and we know what they look like and everything like that. So we will go ahead and get started. It begins at dusk. The evening is just upon us. It's a very crisp evening. There's a large moon that's just coming up. On one side of the horizon, you see the moon, and you see the purple and the red of a deep sunset on the other side as you meet to go to the house. The asylum actually has this rusted iron gate, and to get there, you have to go up this very narrow drive that's got trees lining all of it. And because it's been so long since the asylum was abandoned, these trees have grown up quite a bit, and it's really kind of tangled and gnarly looking and everything like that. And there's a giant iron gate that's blocking your way as you get up there.
I brought bug spray so we didn't get ticks.
Okay. Now, when you get to the gate, you see this large keep out sign that's actually starting to rust away at the edges. And one of the edges is actually rusted, so it's fallen away from the gate, and it's kind of hanging askew. But there is a padlock on the gate that looks like it's like rusted shut What do you guys want to do?
I have bolt cutters.
You're carrying bolt cutters?
I knew where we were going. Like, come on,
You have a
guys.
backpack?
Yeah, that's why I said my backpack's heavy. Okay, like I'm probably gonna complain a lot. Like,
Do you need help carrying that?
Relax.
yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Thanks.
It's
To-
rusted. We could have just kicked it off.
I hope you have your tennis shots.
I'm up to date on mine.
I mean, there's usually like these metal, not metal, like stone columns that the gate is attached to. You probably just climb up those.
I knew a guy that hit himself in the nads with fencing once, and I'm just
Well,
saying,
I mean,
you gotta be careful climbing stuff.
Now you could break it off with some of like the bars that are rusted away.
I really
They're-
did big bolt cutters. Like, I
Okay.
really don't.
All right.
I'm prepared.
Just
Who
use bolt
needs a
cutters.
handle of whiskey? You're really gonna carry that the whole time? That's
Yes.
heavy.
No,
Yes.
it's gonna carry
It gets
Yeah.
lighter
Yeah.
throughout the night.
So will my bolt cutters. The lighter that gets, the lighter my bolt cutters are gonna get.
Does
We should-
anybody need a swig before we go in?
Yes.
Just pass it around. I think we should take the do not enter sign, so that we can prove to everybody that they came here.
Why don't we just get it on the way out?
We're gonna take the sign that is on one of the doors inside.
That's a better idea.
I didn't bring a screwdriver.
I did.
Okay, good.
I got a knife.
I got a knife.
I got a knife.
I got
Of
We're
course
gonna
I have
stab
a knife,
some
but-
things tonight.
I'm gonna cut off some fingers with my bolt cutters.
You guys are creepy already.
Yeah, a pocket knife.
Always have a pocket knife.
So you want to go ahead and use the bolt cutters to.
I might need someone else to do it though, because it's really hard to use
Okay.
bolt cutters. I'm not the biggest.
So
I got this.
So you want to use the bolt cutters?
Yeah. Do I use them
You are
successfully?
successful.
Already gone mad!
So the Joker is the mechanism that brings either death or madness to the character in the most appropriate way possible.
You're gonna get dangerous. Everyone has knives.
Madness would be tough at this point.
Yes. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. Also, the two Jokers are shuffled into the bottom 20 of the deck,
Okay.
so you're not going to get them right away.
Oh, so
Right.
act quickly, everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick up one of these rusted iron bars
Okay.
to take with me
Okay.
and hit things with,
Okay. Sounds good.
like the grass.
Knock the
So I
grass
don't
out.
get ticks.
All the dicks. You all die of Lyme disease. Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
All right. So are you going to go ahead and continue on into the?
Oh,
Of course.
So you go ahead and you make it past the gate just fine, and you come to the hall, and the entry hall to the sanitarium, the asylum, is really grungy looking. It looks like it's been home to a lot of homeless people. There's rubble everywhere. The walls are just covered in graffiti. So you probably weren't the first high schooler since that group that disappeared mysteriously. You're not the first ones that have been here.
I have a camera. I want to take a picture of us at the entrance. Is that
Okay.
okay, guys?
Sure, you can go ahead and do that.
Shane,
Click, 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 click.
I know I said video. I'm not sure I can get a camera with video.
you gotta wind it.
Uh-huh.
Polaroid.
Okay, guys.
Shane, make sure
Selfie. Oh
he's,
my
he's
God,
the
I love-
one holding the doorknob as the
Same
picture is taken.
selfie.
Yeah. Now, as you go in there, you do see that there is a staircase at the far end that leads up to a second level. What do you want to do? Do you want to walk around a little bit, see what's going on?
This is on you, Shane.
Shane's going to the staircase.
Go up?
Yeah.
Alright.
Up is always better than down.
That sounds good.
Down is always more fun, though.
Bounce on some
All right.
squeaky boards.
Shane, we are drawing your first card. 7. So as you try to go up the staircase, unfortunately, there's a board that's rotten, and it collapses under your foot, and you actually fall back down to the first level.
You alright, Shane? You hit your head?
No, I didn't hit my head.
Alright.
I'm
here,
good.
Have some whiskey.
That's the first
That'll
thing that you
help.
need.
It's great for concussions.
Yeah, that helps. It always helps. It's whiskey. Of course it helps.
What kind of whiskey is it?
Jack.
Oh. Okay.
That is like the worst.
It's good for disinfectant.
It's my dad's stuff.
Your dad has
gets
weak
It gets him
taste.
drunk.
What kind of lush are you at 15 years old?
You don't even know.
He's gonna be pissed when he sees the whole handle's gone. Usually I just take a little, pour it in a flask.
You should just tell him he drank it and doesn't remember. It's, you know.
Tell your stepmom drank it.
There you go.
Let's pour some on her shirt after she falls asleep. Oh, can you smell it on her, man?
I'll back you up. I'll tell him I was there with you.
I think we'll all back you up on that one.
Although we do got a picture that was just taken and you're still holding it.
Which proof are you going to use?
40 proof?
So you should like use your metal pole and poke the rest of these steps, make sure they're not gonna collapse before we.
Do you have a metal pole?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
grabbed one of
grab
the rest
one
of
of the
the
rest of-
poles.
And then like if we walk up like the
I take
banisters.
it and I smash it on the fourth step because he broke like the second or third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I hit the fourth.
Yeah, it seems like that one's going to give too. It feels really rotten when you poke at it.
I didn't poke it.
Yeah, it looks like when you like
I
go to slam.
Oh, and you all died.
Candles.
Don't
started.
blow the candles out.
Yeah. So no, it's like as you go to hit it, it's like it feels soggy, like it sinks into the wood.
Yeah.
Not go that way.
I don't think we should go up these stairs. I grab the banister and I kind of push on it, see if it's rotted too.
Okay. It is very wobbly. It feels like the supports that were built into the bottom of the stairway. You know, there's the spindles. The bottom part where it connects into the stair itself is really weak. So if you tried to put any kind of weight on it, then the entire thing would just collapse.
I'm gonna say there's almost always more than one way up.
Yeah, we're not taking these stairs, but we'll find another one.
Or a ladder up to the roof somewhere.
There you go.
Or like maybe a dumbwaiter. That would be
Yeah.
I'm not doing a dumb way.
So what do you guys want to do?
What else
Let's
is in
explore this level.
Yeah, what else is in the foyer here?
So you look around and you see that all of the windows have had the glass broken out of them, and there's metal bars on the outside of the windows. So all that you can see are actual bars. Now there are like hallways that go off of the main hallway that you're in. There are smaller, narrower ones.
How many?
There are two different
one on each
one,
side?
yeah, one on each side.
Right or left? And right or left?
Let's go left.
Okay.
It is. I have a flashlight, so I'm
I have a flashlight too.
gonna turn my flashlight on.
I do not.
I have a flashlight.
I have a lighter too, so if we need
Yeah.
to light something.
So do I.
I light a cigarette.
That's all the light I need.
What's Mike up to?
Well, Mike is just kind of poking around, following you guys from the back. Dude, don't smoke that. That's all. That's
Oh, hey, you
skunk
brought the
weed.
good stuff.
Come here.
Alright,
My treat.
Oh,
I light that up.
This kid.
I don't know if I trust
Oh.
Mike.
Anybody else?
Nah, I'm good. I'll
Yeah.
take that whiskey though.
Yeah, I'll take that. Okay.
Puff,
okay.
pass.
There you go.
Here you go, Mike. Mike, you gonna take a drag?
You know what? I think I will. And he takes it, and he takes a pretty big drag of it, and then kind of stubs it out. It's like, we gotta save this. We
Good plan.
can't use it all up at once.
There's whiskey.
Yeah. So as you go down the halls, the hallway, it's mostly like small rooms that look like they would be rooms that would house the inmates.
Are the doors shut?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to open some and take pictures of the room.
Okay.
It's a face card.
It is a face card.
Face cards are good.
Oh, good.
They
Okay.
are? I thought they were bad because you.
You
Oh,
get-
I can use them to torment other people.
I thought that was the
Or-
aces.
Oh, it's only aces. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Face
no.
cards.
Face cards, you draw
more.
another card.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what.
And it's a queen.
And so you keep drawing. That's what.
Sorry, guys.
8.
Okay.
Now you can always burn a
Yeah.
match if you want to avoid drawing. So when you open the door, the wall again is completely covered in graffiti, and there's just debris on the floor. It looks like the cot that was in there was like thrown to the floor, and just it looks like it was stabbed like hundreds of times. With,
Definitely taking pictures of them.
yeah.
I'm gonna lay down on the mattress and take a picture.
You notice when you're lying there that there seems to be an arc of vomit going up the side of the wall.
This is disgusting.
And it's like dried and caked and crusty on the side of the wall.
Guys, you should totally look at this vomit arc. It's awesome.
That's
I don't want to see another one.
No. Oh.
What's wrong, guys? It's like some old 15-year-old vomit.
Does it get better or worse with age?
I mean,
The smell goes away at least.
Yeah,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
smell.
It is
It's
gross looking though.
You can still see chicken pieces in this.
Is that a finger? Oh no, it's a chicken bone.
The thing that looked like a finger, the chicken bone, was actually on the floor.
Okay.
And it mixed in with the rubble.
Oh. Who's good at anatomy?
Dude, I don't know. It was just there. And it's like, my thought is, if it's there, it's not good. So we just leave it alone, right?
That drag hit you
I
hard.
know.
I was pre-gaming.
I don't know. Terrence is kind of staring off into space and not doing anything, so I don't know.
Just checking out this graffiti. They did a nice job. Over here, it says Brad is gay. Ha!
It's okay, Brad. Don't worry about it.
I'm so glad you're happy, dude. That's pretty awesome.
You know, it could have been like some other Brad.
I'm pretty sure it was another Brad.
Who the frick cares? It says Brad's gay. It's hilarious.
Are you sure it says Brad? It looks like it says Dad.
What?
Huh?
Alright, I think you're done. Just stick close to us.
Fine. Now, if you continue on down the hallway, it actually starts sloping down. Like the floor looks like it's broken up and everything like that. You can hear this.
Like water?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the floor is actually getting
Soggy
and wet. And it starts lapping up along the sides of your shoes.
Let's go the other way. This is gross, guys. I don't want to be all nasty.
No, I think we should go further down this way.
Ah, I only have like one good pair of shoes, man.
Should have brought some boots like I did.
Give me your boots then.
You're gonna have boots in that backpack
No
of
way.
yours?
Not in room. None.
Guys, I see something down this way. I think we should check it out.
What do you see?
I don't know. There's something down there though. Like
It
the hall turns. I don't know. I just want to check it out.
It looks like you can see a shadow of a grate being cast by a source of light.
Do we see a source of light down there?
You see something.
Yeah, so
Yeah, where's that light come from? Let's go check
it's
that
gonna,
out.
just to confirm it, Shane's gonna turn off his flashlight, just sure there's light coming from down there.
And Sam is gonna put her pocket knife closer to where she can grab it, because now she's creeped out.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's some
There's
kind
a
of...
light down there.
We should definitely check this out.
We
Yeah.
should definitely check that out.
Oh, alright, guys. Someone has to hold my hand. Come on. Scary.
My hands are full with whiskey and an iron bar. Not holding your hand.
It's actually a good plan. I'm going to get my crowbar out of my backpack.
I have a crowbar too. It's a really heavy bag.
Dragging it.
It's like one of those roller suitcases.
Wasn't that a thing though, right? Didn't we start it?
Yes, the rolling backpacks.
Yeah. I think fun of my
No, that wasn't a thing until the late 90s.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Shane.
Shane? Sounds good. Now, I can flip a card or you can burn a match.
Hey, go ahead and flip it.
It's a 4. So as you go, you can see the ripples of the water as you walk. It looks like they're going around places where boards are coming up. And it looks like you just barely see the glint of a nail head above the water.
Don't step on the nail head.
Shane stops like, whoa, they're like nails poking up out of this water. I know we want to find out what's down there, but I don't think this is the way.
Is there just one nail head or is there a bunch?
Why don't you lay down and find out?
No, I follow Shane down the hallway
Okay.
so I can get a better look too.
So he's,
Do you want me to...
and Shane has his flashlight back on, so it's
Okay. Does anybody want to continue further?
Taylor's going to
I'm gonna let them go first, so when they fall through the floor, I can laugh at them.
Taylor, I drew a king.
Okay.
And now I drew a 7.
When Taylor gets down there, is there just one nailhead, or is there a whole bunch that we can see?
You can see one.
Okay. I'm going to fish around with my crowbar.
Okay. And you can feel like a couple of loose boards that you hit as you're going along, but you're able to avoid them for the most part. You want to go as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and see where he hits it with the boards, and then walk around that area.
Do you want to burn, or do you want me to flip?
I think I'm gonna burn right now.
Okay. So you are able to successfully not step on any nails.
Guys, if you walk over here where I just did, there's nothing in the way.
And I use my iron bar to poke the ground, check it as I walk.
All right. And would you like
Yeah, flip.
Ace? You get that.
Jeff. That's how you wanted the one.
You also get another match.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, you get both?
So the ace basically just gets you another match.
Yeah.
An ace may be spent in lieu of drawing a card or force another player to draw an additional card,
Oh.
which is the same thing as a match. But it also gives you an extra match.
So
It
you
doesn't-
basically get 2 matches.
It doesn't explicitly say in the rules that you do not get an ace instead of a match,
Sweet.
as far as I can read the rules.
Well, I really don't want to get left alone in this creepy ass hallway.
You're not alone. You got pansy ass Mike back there with you.
Stoned.
You
Mike.
You better hold his hand, 'cause he ain't gonna make it.
Alright, Mike.
Might fall on
Let's
his
do
face.
this.
I'll go first, so that everything.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold on to the back of a shirt because
Okay.
I'm afraid of.
Freaking nail.
Yeah, he is.
Does Mike have to draw cards?
No, but you do.
Yeah, I know I do.
All right. Do you want me to draw, or do you want to?
No, I want you to draw.
Okay.
Don't live dangerously.
It's a 2. All right, we're going to take a quick break there. Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means that you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is @bonethrowerstheater, and also you can look us up on Facebook and Google+. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.